students and graduates of F1. Welcome to my weekly KLSE Market Outlook and Stocks to Watch. My name is Fred Tam and I will be your speaker and your host today. Once again, it is indeed an honor to be given this privilege to an opportunity to share with you my views about the KLSE market. But before that, I'd like to do a sound check and see if you all can hear me. So can you all please type into the chat box, clear, if you can hear me. Can you do that? I see many of you are coming in. Angeline, hi. Anna Lilitan, hi. Michelle, hi. Andrew, Afnan, hi. Lionel, hi. Sifu. Yes, you can hear me, huh? Yes, it is clear. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. So once again, welcome. Name is Fred, and thank you all for tuning into my show today. So today is just me. Under the new format, I will be speaking on market outlook and stocks to watch. And today I will be introducing to you three products that can help you all to profit from our markets. And Afnan will be speaking on an education series from now until December. He will be speaking on technical analysis topics like Ichimoku, which he just did the past Monday, RSI, chart patterns, and or candlesticks. And it will be every Monday for him and Wednesday for me. And this series will last until the end of December. Okay? So this is going to be the new format. Now, before I start, allow me to read you our disclaimer as usual. This talk is for information and educational purposes only and should not be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any of the stocks referred or mentioned herein. The speaker or his staff may have positions in some of these stocks. Trading involves risks, including possible risks of a loss of principal and other losses. So, if investment and any other professional advice are required, the services of a licensed professional person ought to be sought. Okay, now let's get on to our contents for today. Today, I shall be talking about just the three things, okay, which every one of us have hold dearly in our heart, which is how the market is going to do today and for the rest of the week, because we are doing a very short-term weekly outlook. Now, if the market is good or not so good, okay, then are there any stocks that we still could look into? Now, I'm sure those of you who are following our Malaysian stocks would agree with me that it is less than strong, right? So it's like, very, very quiet and sideways. But does that mean that there are no stocks to watch? We will know. Okay, I will be dealing with that and addressing this topic immediately after this. But today, I'll be introducing, besides market outlook and stocks to watch, will be three products. Product number one, these products are going to help you make money from the markets. And that is our computerized TAD system to pick winning stocks, right? So this is our first product. Then product number two will be our daily newsletter. How our daily newsletter, which is given to you daily, okay, if you subscribe, okay, how it could help you make money from the markets on a daily basis. Okay, so and then lastly, product number three, which is basically a professional certificate for people who want to be a career professional, to be trading in the stock market professionally, then that is product number 3, a very, very important product to have if you really want to be successful in this business of stock market trading or investment. Okay, before we go to the market outlook, let us take a look at the performance of our Bursa Malaysia today. As at 12:30 p.m., we have gainers 331. However, losers are 389. Slightly more losers than gainers. Turnover, I must say, is quite soft, below 1B, below a B, billion, and that is pretty soft, okay? KLCI, on the other hand, managed to produce 3.16 points, okay, which is actually not too bad. So even though the market is soft, but the traders are still steady. They are not panicking, things like that. All right, so now, now we want to go to the market outlook. Now, I know every one of us here want to know how is the outlook for the week. And for the outlook, normally we look at the KLCI. The KLCI is comprised of 30 stocks, okay? Blue chips, big caps, and they constitute our market, KLCI. So let's look at that and see where we are heading to, shall we? So I will want to pull out a KLCI chart. Now what you're looking at is the KLCI chart, Kuala Lumpur Composite Index of 30 blue chip stocks. Right, you can see from this chart that the slope is already downward sloping. So let us start from here, shall we? Which is on the 23rd. So let me bring you back to the 23rd of August. Do you remember what happened on that day? Yes, it's written there. The Fed raised interest rates. Yeah? Now, what happens when a country raises its interest rates? Is it going to be bullish or bearish for the markets, the country that raises it, and the other markets that are following it? Nobody likes a rise in the rates, right? Be it the Federal Reserve, be it the Bank Negara Malaysia. And so that's what happened on that day. And there was a nice rally. Just use my pointer. There was a nice rally here, rallying right just before the Federal Reserve raised the rates. But when they raised the rates, since then, our market has been on a downward spiral until a dissolution of our parliament, which is on the 10th of October. So from 23rd of August to October, man, as the more you go in, the more you're going to be losing. And it's like stepping into a quicksand, you know. The more you agitate and shake, the faster you go down. And that's perhaps, not a nice way to describe the market, but that's essentially what the market was doing from August until October. Now, and this solution of parliament is another thing that we all don't like. Traders don't like, investors don't like, because there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding dissolution of parliament. What's going to happen next? The next 60 days, is the government going to call for election? Things were not sure. And so it continued dropping from 10th of October, right? 1,400, right down to 1,372. You can see two fake breakdowns there, Don. But thankfully, market rebounded thereafter, because why? On the 20th, 10 days after the October, the Malaysian Election Commission announced the announcement of the election date, which is based on the 19th of October, of November. So that announcement is bullish, and that actually triggered the market to rebound. And it went up to 1464. But stop there, because why? The previous resistance now, or previous support now becomes the resistance, and that is at R1. So the market stopped at R1 at about last week, okay, and then pulled back. It pulled back over here. And we pulled back on the third when the bank, what was the reason for the pullback? Was the Bank Negara Malaysia raised the overnight, OPR by 25 basis points. Like I said, no trader or investor like a country's central bank to raise rates. And at the same time, on that day, the glove stocks also took a hit due to poor quarterly reports, which were worse than expected. So that was on the Thursday last week. And just when we thought, okay, and many of the investors thought that the glove stocks are going to be sold down on Thursday, but actually it didn't hit any sell signals. It didn't hit any breaking of supports. And so a technical trader would have held on to it. And guess what? On Friday, the 4th of November, the market just rebounded. Okay, and that is up to today. So the glove stocks are still there, still pretty steady. They're about the one right now. That is actually showing some sign of some sustained buying in this quite a dull market. So until today, you can say that except for several of these glove stocks and also some selective stocks, the market is considered to be sideways. Sideways. At 1444.51 at 12:30 today. However, not all of us are in the CI. So many of us, in fact, are in mid-cap and small-cap. So looking at the CI perhaps doesn't show a correct picture, totally correct picture. So what does the FBMMS cap, which is the mid-cap and the small-cap index, say about our stocks? Are they also sideways, or are they slightly bullish, or are they slightly more bearish than the CI? For that, we need to look at the mid and small cap index. And okay, this is what the index is showing us. Let's take a look. The index is between RR and SS currently. And that is, it's hovering between the moving averages. That's a moving average over there. It's a 50 moving average. Stochastics is neutral. RSI is neutral. So you can say that the mid and small caps is quite boring at the moment. And this is unlike 2020 or 2021, when there was good volatility. Oh, you remember those days, how the daily volume was averaging something like 5 to 10 billion a day. 5 to 10 billion a day. And, you know, the market was so upbeat and all that, right? And traders, they just sign up and open trading accounts in Bursa Malaysia. They did not work. It was during the lockdown. And they just traded. And like everybody is like, it's easy money, going in, out, and the market will keep on rising. It's like blind chicken trades. Now, blind chicken, you know, normally it's very difficult for them to find their feed. But because you throw the feed all over the place, even a blind chicken, right, can pick up the feed and eat the feed. That was how easy it was to make money from, especially the rubber gloves, right, as well as the tech stocks. This is 2021. But those days are no longer here. Now, the average daily volume is less than 2B. Today, half a day is less than 1B, right? And so you could say that we are not in a high tide. If we are using a tide to describe how our market was behaving, I would say right now, we are in a low tide, you know. That means sideways. I mean, and in the those of you who fish, will know that low tide, what do? Do you go fishing? It's better to hibernate at home. Don't waste your time because the fishes will all be flying out, all be swimming out into the deep blue sea, so you cannot catch fish. When do you go fishing? Only when the tide is rising, or we call it high. Let me ask you today, is our tide rising, right? And if so, which are the stocks? So after I'm going to share with you that where in this low tide or sideways tide, whether we still can find good stocks. Okay. So let's look at the next slide. Now, normally in a sideways market, right? If you want to trade a stock, it's very hard to find stocks that are going up, right? It's very hard. But doesn't mean that in a sideways market, there are no good stocks if you know how to find them. So there is, right? But stock selection is very important. It is the key. You must find the right stocks. And so the question is, what are the right stocks? Now, stocks that are making good profits, are they called the right stocks? I'm afraid to a trader, it is very good if a company is making a lot of money, but if it is not showing up in the form of the price going up, what's the point if we have a company with good profits, but the prices are going down? And people are still, the big investors are selling that stock. You wouldn't want to buy that stock, even though that stock has got good profit and is showing good reports, right? It's in a good business, right? Good management, everything is good, but it is actually coming down in a like waterfall like that. You wouldn't want to buy those stocks. So for us, charties, finding the right stock is the key. And even in a lousy market, in a very soft market like currently, you still can make money if you find the right stocks. So the secret, therefore, is to find a stock that is uptrending. That is called the right stock, which is an uptrending stock. So you might ask me, what is the definition of an uptrending stock? Right? Now, those of you who have been our students, this is how we define uptrending stocks. A stock that makes a high and then makes a low and makes a high that is higher than the previous high. And when it pulls back and makes a low, the low is higher than the previous low. So when a stock has got a high, low, then it is an uptrend stock. Another way to define uptrend stock, you draw a moving average over it. If price is above 50 or whatever, moving average, that's in an uptrend stock. Or you can use indicators to help you to define uptrend stock. Like if the stock is above the upper Bollinger Band, it's an uptrend stock. And if the stock is above the Ichimoku and above the Tenkan and Kuiju Sen, then it's an uptrend stock. And if it is above 50 RSI, you can also consider that an uptrend stock. And you can do the same with DMI, as a CCI, etc., etc. But for us, we are using currently, right, to pick uptrend stocks. TAD is the technique that we are going to use. And today I'm going to share with you Turtle Atom and Ducks, how this system can help us to pick uptrend stocks. And the beauty about this system is that because it is computerized, right, you can just with a click of a mouse and the computer software will scan through all the stocks. And we've got like 1,000 stocks in our KLSE, right? Scan through it in less than a minute and give you a few stocks that are uptrending. And which means that these stocks are likely, okay, and the chances are it can go up. And those are the stocks that we want. And even in a soft market like currently, you could still pick these gems and these gems by using TAD. So this is a system that I have designed way back in 2017, and it is the Turtle Atom and Duck trading system, right? And I designed in 2017. Now it's already 5 years. And yet, many of my members, my students, they are still using this. All right. So you may ask, well, how does this system work? So it is quite straightforward. I can put it in a very easy way so that one can understand, right, how it works. Now, this is how it works. Just follow the three arrows. As simple as that. Now, to know whether a stock is an uptrend, then if the arrows are showing they are pointing up, three arrows are pointing up, it would mean that that stock is in an uptrend. That's how we define uptrend. Now, of course, what is behind the formula, right, will be, that is the trade secret. Okay, that is actually built into the software, but you need not know what that is. But if you are a member, then we will disclose to you what it is, the TAD. What is this made of? And why is it that when you have three arrows pointing up, it's an uptrend? And so if the three arrows are pointing up, so let me just reiterate, that's a technical bullish signal, right? You can consider, okay, to rate this stock as being more demand than the supply for the stock, right? Then you get the three arrows up. You can't have a three arrows up when there are more supply than demand. When that happens, you have three arrows coming down. That means there are three arrows coming down. Then means the supply is more than the demand. You wouldn't want to touch that stock. Okay? So it's as simple as that. So let me give you an example in JHM. Right? So here is a chart of JHM, right? And so let me just show you through the pointer, right? And what you're looking at down here is T, the turtle, right? And turtle is a system. It's one of the three indicators that we use. Now, in order to consider this stock is on a buy trend, on the uptrend, it must show an up arrow. I repeat, to consider this stock to be an uptrend, there must be an up arrow. So is there an up arrow over there? Yes, there is on the turtle. Now, the trick is there must be three arrows that are pointing up to qualify that stock is now in demand, then more than supply. And therefore is a technical buy. Technical, because we do not look at the fundamentals of that company. We look at the demand supply for the stock, which is very different from the fundamentals. The fundamentals may not be that rosy, okay? But the demand is more than the supply, triggering a buy arrow. So we have a buy arrow here. And the second arrow that you're going to see, you must have, right, to qualify for a buy is the atom. So the atom is the second arrow, and the third arrow is the duck, which is D, and hence it is called turtle, atom, and duck. And so when these three green arrows that I mentioned, okay, over here, okay, and then so if they all trigger and give you an up arrow, you have a technical buy signal. And we see from this point how prices, they go up so easily, and you see subsequently more green arrows, and you have the option of further entry. Now, where do you get out? So for a position trader, that is those of you who buy and hold, right? You could get out when it hit your targets, when it hit your resistance target, or when it hit FIBO targets, or when your trailing stops are hit. Then these are the three conditions whereby you could exit, or when the three arrows are pointing down, like over here. So when you have three arrows are pointing down, then that's when the TAD is telling you that your stock is now in a downtrend, and after that, you should stay out. Okay? So in this example, using TAD for position trading, you would have made 156% ROI within 8 months. I mean, if you take the entry price here and you take the exit price there, you will come to this number of 161%. How good is that? Okay, it's pretty good. How does it sound like so far to you? It's a simple system, right? So that's the TAD, the first product that we like to introduce that can help us to determine whether your stock is in an uptrend mode or downtrend mode. Okay, you must have all three on the buy side, on the upside. Okay, green arrows to define a buy, and then bullish, and also three arrows pointing down to define as bearish. So let's take a look at the second example, which is Harlan. Similarly, in this recent example, you would have bought at 92 cents over here. When the three green arrows are pointing up, where are the green arrows? There you are. That's a total arrow. That's the atom arrow. And that's a dark arrow. And at the close of 7 October at 186, you would have made a theoretical gain of 94 cents or 102% ROI in 6 months. So that would be equivalent to about 17% per month. Pretty impressive, right? In between, notice that there are no three sell arrows down. You can look and continue to look, and you try to find three sell arrows from here to here. There isn't, even up to today. So if somebody tells you that our market is pretty soft, you would say, yeah, it's soft, right? But if you know where to find and identify these gems, there are still gems like Haaland, sorry, Haaland is a footballer from Manchester City. I'm sorry, the top scorer over there. So now let's move on to the next one. Okay. So far I showed you two stocks that have got arrows pointing up. But honestly, in the Malaysian stock market, there are 1,000 stocks. So I'm sure there are more stocks that have arrows that are pointing up, but you have to find them, right? So now those days, I don't have this software. How do I find them? I flip through each stock one by one. And I think it took me around 3 hours or more before I can complete the 1,000 stocks and then list out those stocks that are three arrows up, those that are three arrows down, or there are two arrows or one arrow, but not three arrows. So it took me so long until I found Share Investor Station, which is a software designed by a Singapore company, right? And they are able to put my formula inside and lock it up, and so I can have it distributed by them to people like you. And this can help you solve the problem immediately, because in less than 1 minute, okay, this system can go through 1,000 stocks and tell you which stocks are going up. So take a look. The scanner over here, now I'm going to show you a scanner that can scan through 1,000 stocks in a very, very short time. Now, I can scan through it, but because we are in we're in a talk, so I already have done the scanning, right? And this is the result of the scan. So every day, every time you want to know what stocks, what gems are there that have three arrows pointing up, this is the software that you can use. Product number one. Okay, and then here is the example of a turtle scan result. This was scanned on the 4th of this month, right? So that was just a couple of days ago. And here are the stocks that we are able to identify, right? We have got Sita Globe, we got Hibiscus as well, but the first good one is Solution, right? So it's picked up by this software. And those of you who trade will know that Solution just woke up from the sleep. The two, Infotech. Hey, did you realize that what happened to Infotech today? Now that was actually picked up on the 4th of November. 4th of November. And today, not solution, Infotech started to move already. Next one. A couple here, but I decided to pick not SYF, although SYF, yes, it's also going up. Nasin is also going up, but I'm looking at CMSB. Some of you have CMSB. I know Eric has CMSB, right? I know the liner has CMSB, or maybe not. Maybe yes. So this software is able to pick. Not only that, we are able to pick microlin. You know microlin, right? In and out, in and out. And yesterday was a washing out, right? But wash and rinse and go back up again. Well, that's the volatility you got to face if you want to endeavor to play such kind of stock. Very exciting. Okay, so Jaime would say, yeah, I don't mind the risk. I do a buy hold right until yesterday, and I do a FIFO yesterday. Ding dong, ding dong. And so look, he's got it all worked out. So Jaime, hi, so Jaime, great trader you are, right? Microlin, and then we have Dialog as well. Did you know that Dialog, although energy not so good, but this one can consider. And there's another one, Tafi. Do you remember Tafi? And then Dayang. Okay, so that one all this showed up. This gem showed up on the 4th of November. All right, so let me show you some examples, some chart examples of those stocks. Solution, right? What we mean by this TAD is able to pick this stock. Right on the 18th of October, it triggered a technical buy signal and a 20.5 cents over here. Because why? All three arrows are pointing 1, 2, 3, pointing up. So what did I say about this technique? When you see three arrows pointing up, okay, that's a triggering an uptrend. Right? And then on that day, the volume also is exceptionally high, much higher than the surrounding. So we got a buy signal, technical buy signal over there. And until yesterday, there was no sell signal at all. And it was 35 cents. It was at 20.5 cents when we went in. And when you minus the 2, 35 minus 20.5, you've got 75% in 18 days. Okay, solution. It is still in the market right now. Let's look at the second one. The second one is P-Trans. P-Trans is another uptrending stock. Uptrend. These are all uptrending stocks. Okay? Recently, when Mr. Eric, Dato Eric, went inside this company and became the second largest shareholder, etc., etc. But that's beside the point. We went in because the three arrows are pointing up, and that was on the 29th of March at 59 cents. And what happened yesterday? Day before yesterday, this one is $1.19. So when you minus one from the other, so you get a theoretical profit of 60 cents or 101% in 8 months. Now, how do you like that? That's equivalent to like 12.6% per month. 12%, which is about 10% a month. That's fantastic, isn't it? 10% a month is a lot of money. Right? We put the money in the bank and you only get 3% in one year, right? So definitely the stock market is where to be right now, right? But you need to pick the correct stocks, the right stocks. And the right stocks means uptrending stocks. Okay? I'll give you another example. Dayang. Now, only recently there is a TAD signal. Before that, there were sell signals. You just stay out, don't touch it. And when it went sideways, you get hit once, twice, you are out, right? And you stay out until over here. And on the 1st of August, it triggered a buy. Why? Because three arrows are pointing up. As simple as that. Three arrows are pointing up. 1, 2, 3. And until today, show me if there's any sell signal. No, there are no sell signal. Still all on buy. How much did I make if I went into this stock, right? So this is a very theoretical profit, right? It's not a real trade. It's 30 cents or 30% in 60 days, in about 2 months. Therefore, 1 month is like 15%. 15% a month. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not interested in 100% a month, that kind of thing. You can give me even 10%, 5% a month. I'm happy. And what are the stocks to look for? These are the stocks to look for. Uptrend stocks. Uptrend stocks. And Hexta as well, which is among other to P-Trans, right? This stock is also just only beginning to show up, to come alive. Before that, it was not going anywhere. And then when we draw low to low, connect low to low, you get a rounding bottom. So now it didn't come alive until it breaks out over there from the rounding bottom. But the chart can show you. The charts will tell you that. And though there's a buy trigger, the TAD will tell you. So the TAD gave you 3 arrows to buy on the 20th of October at 197. What is it currently? It's still a technical hold, right? At 240. 240 minus 197, what will that be? It's 43 cents, or equivalent to 21% in 14 days. And so Hector is another one that is being filtered out, scanned out by our scanner. So how many of you want the scanner right now? Say I. Okay, and so just type there, how many of you want the scanner? If you can say yes, you want the scanner today, I'll give you at whatever the price that I'm going to sell it at, and less 10%. If you buy, if you make your purchase immediately today. All right. Now, I hope I have convinced you. Let me see if there is another couple of examples to convince you some more. But I think by now, you should be convinced. Those of you who are thinking of finding the correct stock to enter, this is the technique that can help you to do so. And we have a software to do that. Okay, so these are the scanners. This one was scanned last night, yesterday. Now, based on yesterday, there are other stocks. Every day there are other stocks. Now, you can see here that you have a Mui there and a Mui industry. Yeah, Mui Prop. So somebody was telling me, hey, do you know these counters of Mui Prop belong to one politician who is actually going to be the next prime minister or vying to be the next prime minister of Malaysia, right? And these companies belong to his group of friends. All right, more. But when I look at it, it's a penny stock and it's starting to break out. It's like a mushroom like that, or it's like a spring sprout like that, sprouting from the ground, right? However, for me, it takes a few more candles with a few volume, to convince me that this is just not a one-day affair, right? But it is showing some speculative interest. But the ones that we identify, which is more secure, are 3 stocks. That is Top Glove. Hold on a minute. Okay, can you see that? So yesterday, the scan showed Top Glove. Why? Because 3 arrows are pointing up. So I'm going to show you that. There are 3. What's the other 2? One more. That is Carex, right? Carex also is a condom maker and is also showing up. There were 3 arrows being shown up, and therefore our software picked it up. How good is that? We don't know the fundamentals behind it. Although we can check it out and we know, but the reason why we're calling is a technical buy signal, but bullish signal. And the other one is PW history. So I'm going to show you very quickly and then we move on, right? So TAD, bullish signal in Top Glove. You know Top Glove. Right now, who want to buy Top Glove? Right? It's such a bad result. Honestly, nobody wants it. But look, at $10, a lot of people want it. And what happened to that stock? It fell all the way to $1, even below $1. And now at $1, when it's so cheap, people say, look, I'm not going to touch Top Glove because the profit, the P&L is bad. So they're not buying it. But guess where Top Glove is going? it's going up. It's going against, the conventional wisdom. Now, so we are Jatis, we are like what Warren Buffett said. When everybody is greedy, you be fearful. When everybody is fearful, you got to think to be greedy. Now, this stock has started at 960. It came down all the way to about 60 cents, and then now back to 90 cents. And then at 90 cents, 84 cents, it's still 91% discount to where it was. So, my God, why are we arguing further when you are getting a discounted price of 91%? I don't know, just based on that reason alone, okay, one can consider going in. But we are not going in because of that reason. Yeah, the reason why we are going in is because of the TAD triggering a technical buy. What are the TAD? So I'm going to show you. There you are. These are the arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, right? Over here. And the price is 77 cents. Now it's 84 cents. Can you see that? And then based on Fibonacci, we are projecting some estimated targeting based on Fibonacci extensions. And you can see what's the price there. There are two resistances up there. Okay, you can see for yourself. Now, how much is it? Theoretical profit is 9.7% in 11 days. Now, the other one, Carex, also was a not good stock. Okay, was coming down like a waterfall over here, but now triggered a buy signal ever since on the October the 6th at 37 cents. Right now, it's at 47 cents. And you can see there are various R1, R2, R3. Okay, so you decide, you make your own decision whether or not this stock is for you, right? We are just bringing to your attention because there are three arrows pointing up, and therefore that means there are more demand than the supply of this share. That's why it's going up. The reasons why it's going up is not important at all, right? What is important is there's more demand than supply. That's why we are in the market. When there's more supply than demand, that's the time when we exit the stock. However good it is, you say it is. We won't believe that. We believe in price and volume. And last one, and this one, again, a profit of 28% in 28 days. And every day, our software is going to find these gems for you. We don't know when they're going to crop up, but when they pop up, they tell us, right? One last one, right? Before we move on. So PW Road, beautiful buy signal there at 186 now. This one take a bit long term, right? So we are a swing trader here. We are a position trader here. We are not a scalper here, okay? Scalper got scalper kind of technique, which is the kangaroo technique, right? Which we are not describing here because there's intraday. This one is for medium to long term, but swing to position trading, right? From weeks to months. That's why you need to be a bit patient. This is not cryptocurrency. This is Malaysian stock market. So we got to be mindful. If you are not patient enough, please don't come into trade this kind of market, right? You will not make money. You've got to be patient and you've got to buy the right stocks. So this is one of them. And the theoretical profit is 22% in 2.5 months, equivalent to 8% per month. Okay, I've said a lot about this, so I've said enough. Those of you who are really keen, come in right now. If you buy today, I'll give you another 10% off. It only costs you 3,000 ringgit, okay, to sign up for this service, okay? And we will send the software to you, and then we will give you the password. You can open it. We'll teach you how to use it. We've got 30 pre-recorded videos to teach you how to use it for only 3,000. And it is not expensive because if 3,000 can help you make 30,000, if 3,000 can help you make 300,000, if you are a fund manager and 3,000 can help you make 3 million, is 3,000 expensive? Therefore, the answer should be no, it's not expensive. But yes, it is a very expensive system and you won't even buy it. I wouldn't even recommend you to buy it if you're not a trader. If you don't even trade stock market, why would you want to spend 3,000? 300 also don't spend. on this. $100 also I don't spend if it is not useful to me. So my question to you is this going to be useful to you? If you are a trader and you're a trader trying to look for stocks to buy or stocks to purchase based on technical analysis, then this one, 3,000, is definitely a steal. And if you make your decision today, I give you 10% off, which means 300 off, 2,700. That's all you pay. Okay? That's product number one, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much for being patient and be patient up to now. Now then, I now want to talk about product number two. What is product number two? As you can see, is Fred Tam's newsletter. I think many of you started off with Fred Tam's newsletter. I started this writing this column in way back in 1994. After 28 years, I am still writing a Fred Tam newsletter, and this one is evergreen. Now, everybody likes it. Now, who is this for? This newsletter are for people on the go. Who are the people on the go? Busy executives are people on the go. Entrepreneurs are busy on the go. You guys got no time to open your computer. You got no time to pull out a chart and analyze it and to learn the technical indicators behind it. You got no time to scan the market and look for which stocks. What you want is read the newsletter, and the newsletter tell you tomorrow we have got Hexstar, we have got Solution, we've got the Chin Hin, and we've got this and that stock for you. That's what you want, isn't it? And that's what this newsletter is doing. This newsletter are for people like you, okay, who want to be given a fish to eat, which you eat a day. Tomorrow you've got to look for new fishes already. You don't know how to punching the ikan. You don't know the technique of fishing. You are not interested. You don't have that. You're interested, but you don't have the time to do that. So let us do that for you. So our newsletter will do the scanning. The result of the scanning is built into the newsletter, and decision is all yours. Whether you want to buy or not after you have read through our scan is up to you. But I can stand this, and for 28 years, so something good I must be doing something good. Otherwise, people don't become my subscriber. ECU, you're my subscriber for 28 years, right? And so many others. Okay, so next, what is the price, you might say? This is even cheaper than the product number one. Okay, but that one is a scanner. That's teaching you to fish as well as giving you a fish. That one. This one is just giving you a fish, not teaching you to fish, because you got no time, right? So this is the product for that. Now, $250 a month, isn't that cheap? Or 3 months or 6 months is $1,250, and then 1 year is $2,004. Now, we've got people, we've got clients, we've got members paying $2,004, right? And then we just supply 1 full year of newsletter, and then they'll be trading. All you need is to pick and purchase one stock, pick one stock from there, your choice, and then you put in an order. You can make 24,000. So that can already pay for 2,004. So that is how reasonable this product is. And lastly, the third product is our certificate. Our professional certificate is basically a course that teaches you to be a career professional in the stock market, how to apply and analyze the indicators and apply it to trade the stock market successfully. So this product is basically 3 months course, and we are going to teach you how to fish. This is very different from the product number 2. That is giving you a fish. And right here we are teaching you to fish. And you heard of the saying that if you give a man a fish, he will live for a day. But teach a man to fish, and he will live for a lifetime. So that's why you might want this product, especially if you are a young person, right? You're thinking of going into the stock market to become a professional trader, professional realizer, fund manager, and all that. Look, this product is for you, a 3 months course. Right? And why should you learn from us? Here is why you should learn from us. Because we are the top school in technical analysis in Malaysia. Our track record is excellent. with up to 100% passes in paper one. And do you know that last intake, just this intake, we have got 6 out of 10 distinctions. Can you believe that? Came from us. And not only that, 2 out of 3 worldwide distinctions for paper 2 came from us. What I mean is, in the whole world, there are 3% getting distinction for paper 2. Just now, there was 6 out of 10 is paper 1. There are 2 papers. So paper 2, there are 3 worldwide. Out of that 3, 2 came from us. So that is how good we are. How good we are. And if you want to learn how to trade, okay, A to Z, this is the course. We run this course, okay, and offered jointly by the Asia Metropolitan University, AMU, which is an accredited university. So you also get a certificate from a university. The next intake, please take a look over here. The next intake is on January 2023, which is here. That will be the next intake in January. How much is the price? Is just take a look over there. 17,220, 220, 17,220, right? Only in order to pass these 2 exams for just this price is incredible because we are a top school. Now, you can also pay by installment, which is 717 for 24 months. So, this 3 months course, I'd like to repeat again, prepare you. What does it prepare you for? The prestigious diploma in technical analysis from UK, and also from US, the CFTE, right? Now, taking the diploma in technical analysis is like taking an ACCA, but in technical analysis. That's the quality and the standard of the degree or the diploma that you are taking. After you got these 2 certifications, look, the big brokerage house will be all after you. And who are they? Merrill Lynch, Deutsche Bank, Bloomberg, Goldman Sachs, etc. And Malaysian brokers like CIMB, right? Malaysian brokers like CIMB, okay, like Kenanga, like RHB, Maybank, Hong Leong Bank, UOB, etc., will be chasing after you and going to give you a job. And because we know that because several of our students have been employed with them. So, what are you waiting for? Come join us, get this MSTA and get the CFT titles, and you will be in good company. Our registration is now open. So here are the 5 reasons why. Because people ask, why should you join with us? Why do I want to join the PCFTA course? 5 reasons. Number 1, some of you want to improve your skill. Over here on the left, improve your skill. Okay? And as a trader, as an investor, as a fund manager. Okay? We have 13 modules that we are teaching you and designed to world-class standards. We are complete and teach you the indicators, not only moving average. Do you know that there are many other techniques like a point and figure chart, Ichimoku, Heikenaishi, Kagi, Renko, 3-line break, candlestick, bar charts, techniques like Elliott wave, Gann techniques, etc., etc. We teach you all about the TA that no other courses will teach you. And the reason number 2 why you should attend our course, PCFTA, is like I said earlier, besides the professional certificate, okay, from a recognized accredited university, we also prepare you for the CFPC, the Financial Technical Analysis Diploma from UK and that of the US. And once you have obtained this diploma, and the certification, you'll be in great demand. All brokers, the big brokers will come looking for you and give you a job. Right? 4th reason why you should be attending this class, this course, is because some of you may want to be a teacher in technical analysis in a college or university, or you may even want to open your own college. So for that, you need these 2 certifications. These 2 certifications are therefore very valuable assets. Number next. Okay, reason number 5. Yes, some of you might want to be an author, a famous author like me. I got famous after I've written what 6 or 8 books. 8 books are basically, and the book that made me famous was the chart pattern analysis, right? And so you might want to be like that, but in order to get that, right, you need to don't you need the PCFTA? Don't you need the diploma in financial technical analysis? These are the degree or qualifications that I had, and that allowed me, okay, to write great books like chart pattern analysis, Japanese candlesticks, etc., etc. And I've got 8 books like that. So here, why do you want to learn? Again, this is why you should learn from us. We got 2 distinctions out of the 3 worldwide. 2 came from us, and they are Jody Wong and Neo TG. These are the 2 candidates from us, trained by us, who scored distinctions in both paper 1 and paper 2. Congratulations to you. It's incredible performance by the 2 of us. Yes. Yeah, okay, Mary. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, that was paper 2, right? Paper 2 distinctions out of 3 worldwide. Paper 1, we have 6 distinctions out of 10, right? Out of 10, we got 6 for paper 1. And so if you join us, you can be assured that you are in good hands. And your chances of passing and scoring distinctions also shoots up under our lecturer's guidance. So I'd like to conclude by saying that, look, think no more, okay? You want to make it and be a successful, okay, trader, investor, fund manager, etc., then join this course. Join us. Hurry up. So Sangamo, these are the numbers. Please take a note. Have a camera ready and click, okay, on it. These are the numbers, and you can call us right away to get a good discount of 10%, which for the first product. All right, so now that's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for your time and patience in listening. It's 2 o'clock already. I'm now open to the floor in a sense. Okay, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me? Please go ahead and do it and type it onto the chat box so that I can try to answer them for you. John Wei Chan, watching Alex Ong, Muhammad Azwawi, Zadan Clyde, Azari Azer, Keen Stephen. Yes. Zeni Hu, Beng Heng, Alfandi Tan, Gun Hong. Yes, questions please. Any questions? All clear? All clear then? Yes. So if no, then we will end this session. So thank you. I'd like to thank you very much for tuning into this session. And look, if you want to know more, just give us a call about the PCFTA, about any of our 3 products. Just call Cherry at 012-5188-8337. Or that 2 numbers which I mentioned just now. Okay? So once again, thank you all and have a nice day. Cheerio. Bye. 100% as well for both paper 1 and paper 2. Now, let me show you what the other benefits are for signing up with us. Benefit number 1, 13 powerful modules. We'll give you the hard copies and you can keep them, and this is worth 90,000 ringgit. Benefit number 2, you will have access to our TAD system for 6 months, and this is worth
60,619 ringgit. Benefit number 3, you will have access to my daily newsletter for 6 months, and this will help you in your trading. I will tell you which stocks to look out for, and this newsletter is worth 5,000 ringgit. Benefit number 4, you will get 2 advanced trading software, 1 the SI Station with TAD templates, and 2 the MetaTrader 4, and this is worth 25,000 ringgit. Last but not least, you'll be in our Telegram support group for 6 months, and we'll continuously support you with all the help that you need. It is worth 5,000. The value of this course is 185,619. You will have special discounts if you sign up now. So hurry up and register now. Contact our customer support at these numbers.
First of all, thank you so much for the opportunity, especially for the all lecturer, including Sifu Fred, Sifu Nicholas, Sifu Aiman. This is being a great pleasure for me to join this, especially on technical class. Right, as for your information, I'm also one of the practitioner in this industry. This class, this course actually give me a lot of new knowledge. Can give me a lot of new perspective and how I view on technical aspect. For information, I'm more prone on the fundamental side, mostly on the fundamental and the financial aspect. Right, so this technical very give me a lot of advantage, right, on how to teach better and then give a lot of knowledge to me. Okay, so I think this is good course, and thank you so much for the support for the F1 Academy. I think I will be so sad the class is already finished. I wish I had more time. Right. All the best. Thank you so much. Yeah.